the breath is a very powerful tool to help decompress and to help reduce stress. The other thing is doing gentle meditation or prayer also helps us get into that parasympathetic system. We want to be integrated in being tuned into our body, listening to our bodily cues. So kind of getting out of this, living from here up where we're just thinking in our mind and do, but more resting and being present, making sure we're breathing in and we're releasing stress to shunt us into that very powerful parasympathetic system where healing happens. We can make lifestyle changes also that basically lowers that cortisol. We don't want a high baseline of cortisol, even just a little bit. We want to have that good baseline. And so some things we can do is create better sleep habits. We can develop some sleep hygiene patterns. So again, when we think about cortisol, we want it to mimic the sun. So when the sun peaks, we want that peak. So we want to make sure that we're going to bed at the same time every night, waking up at the same time. We want to get our sleep circadian rhythm clock in tune with what's happening with the light outside in nature. We also don't want to overdo physical activity either. We want to create some gentle movements to help release stress. Sometimes doing too much physical activity is a stressor on the body as well. And then the other thing is healthy eating, which we'll talk a little bit more about as well. Another amazing thing that helps reduce our stress levels is getting professional help. Therapy can really help support people, help them process their emotions and release some of those stressors. If you're not in a support group, I highly recommend finding a support group, a like-minded support group for you, because that certainly can help reduce the stressors. And any, friend and family support along the way can definitely create that great support system to reduce stress. And in our environment, again, being outside when the sun rises, that first daylight, getting that natural light communicates to the pineal gland in the brain, letting us know that this is time to spike that cortisol. So that natural light can also be a tool to use. We do also want to reduce a lot of noise in our environment, especially before going to bed. So again, if you can think of synchronizing your physiology to what's happening outside, that really helps to communicate. Now, I've had people say to me, Dr. Sonia, those things seem so not really powerful in light of my cancer diagnosis. Isn't there something else, more powerful that we can use than just lifestyle approaches or this mind-body connection? And I always want to have people really have them appreciate the power of these things that maybe seem small, but certainly compounded together can create a really robust, profound response to lower stress, lower cortisol. So again, we can harness our own body's innate ability to heal. So we're going to do a quick little experiment right now. So if you aren't already, I would encourage you to find a quiet place. And I would like to lead you through a short exercise. We're going to do a little guided imagery. So here we can see this is just a regular lemon sitting on a table. So with that, I'd love for you guys to close your eyes and follow along this guided imagery. So we see this lemon. I'd like you to close your eyes and see this lemon on your kitchen table. Next, I'd like you to take this lemon, and while your eyes are closed, I want you to envision grabbing this lemon and grabbing a cutting board, then finding a sharp knife And we're going to cut this lemon right in half. Next, I want you to take that halved lemon and I want you to imagine holding this lemon in your hand. Now, lift the lemon up to your mouth and squeeze as much lemon juice as you can in your mouth. Now, did anybody feel a sensation in your mouth? Did anybody feel a tingling? If you did, anywhere in your body, put it in the chat, because most people will appreciate some sensation in their mouth when they were actually had their eyes closed and envisioning squeezing that lemon juice in the mouth. So that is just a experiment to just show that the way that we think and how we have images in our mind certainly produces chemical cascades throughout our body. So if we have certain mindsets towards anxiety and stress, we're going to send a chemical cascade response throughout our body. So that's just to show the power of our thoughts and how it is truly connected to our body and sending signals.